Hello and happy Sunday, or whatever day it is that you're watching this. My name is Cassia and I am a music artist, a music producer, a mystic artist. I founded a training school and practice called Mystic Meditations, and that's for sound healing and other esoteric practices. The home base for my practice is here in Vancouver, where I've led hundreds of events over the years, and I've had the privilege of working with some amazing practitioners and students. So I'm starting this weekly ritual series because the world is growing increasingly noisy and chaotic. Between global tension and personal stress, it's easy to feel scattered and, disconnected and dysregulated and just really alone. My work has always been about creating spaces where people can come back to themselves, even if it's just for a few minutes, and to reconnect to what's steady and what's true. And just a couple words on the state of the world right now. It's like what we're seeing in the news is not random. This is the byproduct of a culture that we have built. And social media is right smack dab in the middle of it. The design of social media itself dictates the kind of content that thrives. You can think about the algorithms that reward what provokes the strongest emotional reaction. You have things like outrage and conflict and division. They're going to outperform nuance, dialogue, and reflection. And this isn't because people are consciously choosing it, it's because the medium itself rewards it. Marshall McLuhan famously said, "The medium is the message." Social media doesn't carry polarization, it is polarization. Outrage is literally baked in, and we've all fueled it with our clicks and our likes and our shares, and we keep fueling it. Every time you engage, whether you post that comment or just feel your heart rate spike, you're being pulled back into that very system. And the machine doesn't just measure what you say, it feeds on your attention, your energy, your nervous system. And once we feed it, our nervous system starts syncing to it. So we go into fight or flight, we become outraged or dysregulated, and we get tangled right back into the loop, fueling the very machine that thrives on our reactivity. So that's why I'm starting weekly rituals, to offer a different kind of medium, a space to check in with yourself, to regulate, to start your week from a grounded, calm, and positive state, no matter what's happening in the world or what's showing up on your feed. This is meant to be a reset, your reminder that you can choose where your energy goes, because wherever you place your energy will dictate the type of world that we all live in. So every Sunday, I'll be here sharing a short check-in, a card pull for clarity, and a guided meditation paired with some music that I've created specifically for these rituals. This has been designed to help you ground and clear your energy and step into your week with more clarity and strength. You can think about it like a reset button or a chance to let the static fade and to remind yourself of who you really are when all the noise stops. All right, so a couple hours has passed and I'm going to do a very quick card pull just to get some perspective or guidance for the week ahead. And then we'll get into the guided meditation. Okay, so we have Magician, one of my favorite cards, the Nine of Crystals, and Two of Wands. Awesome. Okay, so first, the Magician. So this card is about stepping into your power as a creator. We already hold all of the tools that we need, and this is kind of just telling us to remember that, our mind, our body, our spirit, our will. For this week, it could suggest to remember its agency. What we focus on, we are shaping into reality. Okay, and then we have the Nine of Crystals, or Pentacles. This deck is crystals. So the Nine of Crystals is about stability, self-sufficiency, the harvest of past work. It shows the importance of slowing down and starting to recognize what we've already built and finding gratitude in that, being thankful for what we have. It's a reminder to notice the abundance that's all around us instead of just rushing off to the next thing. Okay, and then finally, the Two of Wands, such a beautiful card. So this card looks to the horizon. It's about visioning and planning, taking the first step into something that's bigger. You know, it's the moment of holding the possibility in your hands and choosing to move forward with intention. As you can see that she's doing that with a wand there. So collectively, it suggests that this week could be about boldness or making decisions from a place of clarity and imagination. So collectively, these cards together, let me do this. So message for the week, we're being asked to step into your power, the Magician, trust the stability and the resources that you already have, the Nine of Crystals, and use that foundation to look outward and plan the next move. So it's a week of remembering our ability to create and honoring the abundance that we already have. You know, taking aligned action towards the future that we want to build, but just being grateful all along the way. And as we know, the more gratitude that we show, the more magnetic we become, the more opportunities and possibilities that we get. So I would say that's pretty aligned. Okay, so now getting into the guided meditation. Just giving you a moment to get comfortable. If you have headphones, it's great. It helps make this more immersive. Headphones, preferably wired, it's better for you. And getting into a spot where you won't be disturbed. Gently closing your eyes. Letting your shoulders drop, your jaw soften, feeling your body just kind of melt into the surface beneath you. And as you breathe in, see if you can breathe in through your nose and picture as if you're breathing in a bright white cleansing light. And as you breathe out, pushing out anything that feels dark or heavy or stale. So each breath out clears out more space for you. And as you breathe in this cleansing light, it feels energizing, cleansing. And just repeating this at a cycle that feels good for your body. Allowing yourself to become more and more relaxed. And now I invite you to turn your sight inward, letting everything else fade. Imagining as if the edges of your body are beginning to dissolve, and noticing that you begin to fall backwards, slowly into pure blackness. You're weightless, it's soundless, timeless. There's no ground here. There's no up or down. There's no past or future. Only blackness stretching forever in every direction. In front of you, behind you, to your left, to your right. Pure blackness. You are pure awareness, consciousness, suspended in nothing. You have no name, no history, no roles to play. All you noticed is the soft rhythm of your breath, like ripples disappearing into the dark. Stay here for a few slow breaths, completely unbound. Just gently dissolving more and more into the blackness. Now, far ahead, a shape begins to form out of the darkness. A tall, black door, darker than the void around it, smooth, seamless, as if it's carved from obsidian, drawn from the void itself. You drift closer and notice a small handle waits on its center. Place your hand on it. Notice its cool, smooth, solid foundation, leaving you feeling more grounded. Turn the handle slowly. A hollow click echoes outward, swallowed by the black. Push the door open. It swings without a sound. Gently step through it. The door closes behind you, and the stillness deepens. Now, out in the distance, a faint glimmer begins to thread itself together. Lines of light weave through the darkness, forming a tall, beautiful mirror suspended in the void. Its frame glows softly as if it's lit from within. You float towards it, feeling the pull of quiet anticipation. And you know this is not an ordinary mirror. The closer you get, you realize it shows you not as who you are now, but you in the future, who you are becoming. You see them, your future self. They stand calm and radiant and grounded. Notice their eyes, their posture, the way their presence fills the space around them. Feel the energy that they carry. Steady, powerful, peaceful. And they smile at you, and you can really feel their love and their pride, their deep knowing. And perhaps they speak to you, a message, a reminder, something that you've been waiting to hear. And let it come through without forcing anything. Observe everything. Noticing what they're wearing, where they are, the quality of the air around them. Just just seeing what comes through. Taking it all in. And now they reach out their hand through the mirror and they place your hand in theirs. And you notice a wave of energy just pours into you. Their wisdom, their calm, their strength. Feel it entering through every cell of your body. And they place something in your hand. It's a small object, a symbol of this moment. See it clearly. Hold it close to you. They smile at you one last time, and you feel them step forward, merging with you. Their energy fuses into yours, and you are no longer separate. You are already them. Now breathe this truth deep into your chest, anchor it inside of you. Noticing how you're feeling in your body right now. Now the mirror fades back into darkness, slowly, and you are floating again in the black. But now it's filled with your future self's light. Turn back towards the door, glide through it, hear it close softly behind you, and then start to feel your body begin to reform around you. Feel the weight of your hands and your feet. Feel the surface beneath you. Breathe into your belly. And I invite you to go into your mind's eye and state in your mind's eye or out loud, I call all of my energy, all of my power back to me now, cleansed and free from attachment. And start to see if you can really feel or see all of your energy returning to your body right now. I call all of my energy, all of my power back to me now. And just absorbing all of that back. Beginning to wiggle your fingers and toes. Gently calling the awareness back. And then when you're ready, gently opening your eyes. And just knowing that that version of you that you just met is very real and already alive within you. You carry them with you now into this week, this life, into everything that you are becoming, everything that you are creating. So if this check-in supported you, I invite you to come back next week. I'll be here every week with new music, new card pull, another guided meditation to carry you forward into your week. So thank you so much for joining me, and share this with someone if you feel like it might be helpful. Also journal if you journal, and drink lots of water, spend a lot of time in nature, all of the things. Thank you so much for joining me this week, and I hope to see you all soon.